Okay, but I'm not talking about Nidus's second ability, Larva. Larva sucks, yes, it's true, and it can suck them wherever you want. You can suck them right on the ceiling with Larva. That's good, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm also not talking about Korra's second ability, Ensnare. Yeah, that sucks a lot too. It can sometimes be more useful than Larva because it sucks enemies together while they're standing up, and that leaves them vulnerable to headshots. Anyway, yeah, I'm not talking about that. I am also not talking about Zephyr's second ability, Airburst, which sucks enemies together when you tap it. This sucks so much the enemies kind of fly violently past each other, which is not so great, but if I were talking about Zephyr's second ability, Airburst, which I am not, I would mention that it can still be useful even in a world where Larva and Ensnare exist, because Zephyr is dramatically easier to get than Nidus and Korra. Did I mention all three of these abilities can be shared through the helmet system? I guess I didn't, because I'm not talking about that. Furthermore, you may be wondering, am I talking about Mag's first ability, Pull? That ability sucks, yes indeed, but I'm not talking about that either. Pull sucks from 70 plus meters away with a lot of range. Yowza, even I can't manage that. And Pull is also shareable with the helmet system. And Pull has an augment that sucks loot as well as enemies, which I made an entire video about, linked right here, go check it out. But you know what else is true about Pull? I'm not talking about it. Mag even has the unique distinction of sucking in yet another way, and it's that way, her second ability Magnetize, that you must be thinking, surely this is the suck that was spoken of. But I regret to inform you that it is not. Yeah, Magnetize can suck projectiles, that's just way out of my league. I'm more into, consenting individuals, if you know what I'm saying, so I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about Valkyr's third ability augment, Prolonged Paralysis, either. It sucks enemies on the floor, that looks uncomfortable. Not talking about the Telesbolte's Stormpath ability, where you slide attack, it's got a cooldown, no thanks, don't limit my suck. Not about the tech set for Kavats, don't add RNGs to my suck. Not the Harpack or the Parasis, too much tongue action, all things in moderation. Not Magus Anomaly, suck on my operator. Not Penta with tether grenades, or the Ferox with the throw, or any number of other things that I'm very likely forgetting that qualify as big suck. No. Right now, I'm talking about Exodia Hunt. That's right. Come on and slam. Welcome to the Big Suck. This effect sucks so much that you have to violently strike the ground while it's doing its thing. If you have not yet experienced that level of foreplay, offensive crowd control, you simply must give it a go. And I am here to help. And now I'm going to tell you why. One of my patrons on patreon.com/zanypants, his name is FreeWilliam, supports my content financially. Thank you very much, FreeWilliam, for your support. And at the $9 tier, I offer my patrons discussion videos on topics of their choice, which I post for everyone to enjoy on my second channel. I call that Parley. It's linked in the description. Also linked in the description, you can get this on YouTube if you like. And FreeWilliam asked me to talk about Big Suck. I realized, as soon as this question was asked, that the world needed to know about Exodia Hunt and some spicy slam melee stances. So here we are, folks. This one is a main channel video. Let's do this. Now remember, these have to be stances on weapon types that can become Zaws, since this is a Zaw arcane. The gold standard is Flailing Branch, and you'll notice that I built a staff Zaw that's on the faster side for this purpose. More speed means more slams, which means more suck. So it's the block forward combo Autumn Leaf that you're looking for. This gets you really rapid slams, and it's more aggressive, so you can keep up the suck and also move on with your life at the same time. You can't just stay in bed all day. Go make some pancakes. You'll feel better, believe me. From personal experience, I'm telling you, seriously, go get some food afterward. Anyway, it's that hit in the middle that counts as a slam, where you saw the ground crack and a Hydrid tentacle spawned one of the times. Exodia Hunt opens enemies to finishers, too, if that's a thing you want to do, but it's usually much more effective to just whack away and leave everything in this scandalously large radius sucked dry. There are a few other options. I don't have them as Zaws because I don't think they compare, and I like the staff I just showed you a lot. But yeah, you can still see where the slams are happening using Hydroid's tentacle passive and the cracks on the ground. There are a few hammer slams that are okay, a few in particular from Crushing Ruin, the Shattered Village and Raging Whirlwind combos. These are the blocking forward and the neutral combos respectively. Obviously you'd want more attack speed, but that's still a lot less slams as you can see. That gets you way less slams, which means way less suck per second, and we all know that suck per second is the gold standard for effectiveness, so this really sucks, but it might be to your taste. Oh, wait, what's that? The blocking neutral combo on hammers, another contender. Well, not really a combo, I guess. It's the same hit over and over. It's called Winding Temper. Let's try that on a hammer that's faster, more like the speed we'd have if I built a Zaw hammer specifically to do this, and then we'd be running just Berserker. Pretty spicy. Look at it go. You don't move in this case. If you prefer not to be lunging forward while sucking your enemies, this might feel better to you. might be more comfortable. I do think it's usually a disadvantage to not be moving around, but it's still pretty satisfying, and with Crushing Ruin, you do have other good combos, maybe more variety with slams sprinkled in there than the staff stance we were looking at. So I think it's mostly down to Flailing Branch for staves and Crushing Ruin for hammers, with the Autumn Leaf and Winding Temper combos specifically. What do you think? Do you suck more than this? Let me know. I'm quite eager for more options. But in the meantime, I'll be moving on to the next logical step. We have this undeniably powerful suck all ready to go. So now it's time to figure out where to use it. This is probably my favorite thing about making builds in Warframe, finding some specific but potentially powerful thing, and then figuring out where I might like to use it, where it's the most effective. And if you'll join me, I'll be talking a whole lot about that very soon.